Thank you for joining in, everyone. My name is Arsh Singh. I am Pre-Sales Solutions Engineer at Soft Solutions. Today we're going to look into a new AD management plugin available for your favorite help desk software, that's ServiceDesk Plus. In this webinar, firstly, we'll go over different types of add-ons and integrations available with ServiceDesk Plus. Later, we'll jump into the features of this new plugin available, how it can benefit your service desk technicians. And lastly, we'll jump into the product itself. We'll go into the ServiceDesk Console. I'll show you how to configure this plugin, how it can kind of help you with the day-to-day Active Directory tasks. So if you guys have any questions throughout the webinar, just put them down in the question section and I'll be happy to answer them at the end of this webinar. So without any further ado, let's get started with this webinar. I'm sure you guys have used ServiceDesk Plus in the past, or you guys are currently using ServiceDesk. So with this new plugin being available with ServiceDesk Plus, instead of this one, there are 5 or 4 other different add-ons or integrations available with ServiceDesk Plus, which you might or you might not know. Starting from the top right, we see that there is a desktop central integration or add-on available. So this is available for help desk technicians to kind of improve their IT services through desktop and mobile device management. So from your ServiceDesk Plus console, you can deploy patches, deploy software, all of that stuff, and even manage mobile devices from your ServiceDesk Plus dashboard. On the bottom right, we got the blue color, that's AD Self-Service Plus. With this integration, you can enable users, both technicians and requesters, to self-service their Active Directory accounts. Right at the bottom, we have the advanced analytics. So integration of advanced analytics with ServiceDesk Plus will help you generate detailed reports about your help desk performance and matrix, and you kind of can put them in a dashboard outside of ServiceDesk Plus. In the red color, we have Op Manager. You might be aware with ManageEngine's Op Manager. It is one of the famous applications that ManageEngine provide. So this allows the help desk technicians to monitor your IT infrastructure using the network monitoring software that Op Manager is. So any type of alarms that has been raised with Op Manager can be pushed to ServiceDesk Plus as a ticket. And lastly, top left, which is the purple color, we have the ADManager Plus, or in this case, in this scenario, for this webinar, it is the AD Management plugin. I'll explain the difference in the next slide. So with this AD Management or AD Manager Plus integration, it will allow your help desk technicians to create, edit, and effectively manage Active Directory management user accounts. Let's go ahead and learn just a bit more on this plugin. So what is this AD Management plugin? The AD Management plugin is based on ManageEngine's ADManager Plus, which is a web-based Windows Active Directory management and reporting solution. While ADManager Plus is a standalone application on its own, this new AD Management plugin is a stripped-down version of the standalone application, so you don't have to purchase the whole complete license of ADManager Plus. A ServiceDesk Plus customer, which most of you guys are, can just use this plugin to get most needed AD user management specific features. This plugin also grants technicians access to ADManager Plus for creating customized user accounts, re-provisioning templates, which we will cover in our demo today. So as you see on the screen, you might recognize the little ticket. There's a ticket open within ServiceDesk Plus. I know it's a bit zoomed out. I will show you this in the demo soon. But you have, technicians or admins have the ability to create users in Active Directory, modify them, so pretty much unlock, delete, disable them, reset their password, and all of them and more tasks can be performed with this plugin from your ServiceDesk Plus console, or I should say within your ServiceDesk Plus ticket. Few features that this new plugin offers, a few of the bullet points I've listed on the screen. So this plugin will help your ServiceDesk Plus technicians to perform, like I said, important AD user management and other AD specific operations right from the ServiceDesk Plus console. And this saves them a lot of time and hassle to use multiple tools, kind of integrates all of those different tasks to one. You don't need to jump back and forth between Active Directory, between your Windows 2016 or 2012 server to create or delete accounts. So it's good to have all of those stuff integrated into one, because most of the ServiceDesk Plus technicians, they do spend most of their time, or any type of, let's say, ServiceDesk analyst, your help desk technicians, all these guys, girls, they spend most of their time behind a help desk product. In this case, it's ServiceDesk Plus. So it's very good to have this AD management integration, so they don't need to jump between different applications, different products. All of that can be done from one single console. Also, the admins can create customized user modification templates to streamline user modification by logging into the ADManager Plus console. I'll go over the ADManager console as well briefly today. So let's. This is it from the presentation side. Let's go ahead and jump onto the demo side for this webinar. So this is your very own ServiceDesk Plus dashboard. Firstly, what I will do, I will go ahead and log in as a guest. So in other words, I'll go ahead and log in as a end user or a requester in terms of ServiceDesk Plus. Let's say I'm logged in as a HR, and I want, there is a new employee starting shortly, and I want to create a request for that. And surely we do not want to give access to a HR to log into Active Directory and create user accounts themselves. It can be a bit dangerous giving users privileges that who do not know how to handle them. Not saying that HR doesn't know that. So as soon as a HR logs in, they will go ahead and create a new user request. I've kind of separated an incident and a service request. In my opinion, it looks a bit neat and gives the end users a more information of what the actual issue is. So let's go ahead and create a new service request. So these are the few already created templates. I'll go ahead and go into user management, and I will go ahead and new user request which I've created. So these are a few mandatory, these 6 tabs you see up there, these are a few mandatory information that I've specified in this template. So let's go ahead and enter, what is it, John Smith. Title, he can be a pre-sales engineer as well. IT department, employment type, let's say he's a contractor, and the start date is Thursday, and we'll save finish date is next week. All this information is pre-filled, and we can choose the computer requirements. These are again a few resources that I've added within this template. Requires a PC, yes, or type, laptop, and you can go more, we can drill down a bit more into laptop or what type of laptop. Require a phone, and we can choose the account that needs to be created. So this is me as a HR. I can choose Active Directory and perhaps an Exchange account as well. I'll go ahead and add a request. So request has been added. These details that we just filled, all of this is here, John Smith. And we can see that the request ID is 226. Now what I'll do, I'll log out of here and I'll log back into ServiceDesk Plus, but as a help desk technician. Choose my domain. All right, and I'll go to the tab where most of our help desk technicians spend their time, which is the requests tab. And I see the same ID 226. Please set up a new employee raised by guest, and I can go ahead and assign it to myself. I'm the only online tech. And I'll go ahead and go into this ticket. And as we go into the ticket, we see again the same details that were provided by the HR, what these request details are. We need to enter John Smith, pre-sales engineer, department is IT. Basically how you would do it, you would need to, again, after you get this information, you would go log into your Active Directory, or if you have any other means, perhaps by a script, you'll go ahead and do it via a script. But with this AD management plugin, all a technician needs to do as they log in, they go to the Actions tab. From disable user until create user, all these are the extra actions that you get with this AD management plugin. Sorry guys, just accept this install uninstall software. That's a different integration with Desktop Central. But the rest ones finishing in AD, these are the plugins that are available with AD management plugin. So now that we've gotten a request for create a new user, I'll go ahead and choose create user in AD. I'll choose my domain. If there are multiple, you choose that. And you'll go ahead and choose a template as well. I'll go over the templates just a bit in a couple of minutes. But firstly, I'll go ahead and enter the same details that the HR mentioned. John Smith, as you can see, most of the information is pre-filled. So this information is being pre-filled based on these templates. And these templates you need to set up in ADManager Plus. Password, for the first time, I'll just say it's John Smith, same as the username, mobile number, you can do that. And same, all of this has been picked up automatically from the ticket itself. And I can go ahead and go create AD user, and next step will be, it will go ahead and a user in Active Directory will be created. As easy as that. And in this case, if this was not a create a user in Active Directory request, and let's say if it was a, let's just say it's unlock a user in Active Directory request, then we can, the same thing can be done from Actions. So we can go ahead and see, explore a few other elements that are available with this. So unlock users in Active Directory is very similar process. You choose your domain and you search for a name. I'll go search myself. Hopefully I do not lock myself. I can select as many users as I want, and let me just minimize this, and I can go ahead and unlock these users if they're already locked. Next up we got disable, enable, reset user password. That's the important one. Let's go ahead and do that. So straight from a ticket, if there's a password issue with any type of application, so I can go ahead again, I'll search myself, and I can select, and I can click reset, and it'll ask me to enter, new password, confirm new password, and that's it. I can reset password, and that's how easy it is to, add a user in Active Directory, unlock user, delete, enable, disable. All of these features are very helpful. Especially on a busy day for helpless technicians when they need to get stuff done within their SLA. All they need to do is just type the name of the user itself. If there's one or multiple, they can go ahead and delete or unlock, lock, create users simultaneously. So now this perspective is sort of from a helpless technician, how they will come here and do that. Now let's go back to the admin tab, and I'll show you how the integration really works in the back end, how easy it is to integrate this. So we go to the admin tab, scroll fully down and look for the general settings, and then we'll look for ManageEngine integrations. These are the 4 other integrations that we covered at the start of the webinar. The reason why I cover them is just to make you guys a bit more familiar with these. And this is the one we are focusing on today, which is ADManager Plus. I'll go ahead and edit this. So So this is where you enter the server name for ADManager Plus. So in order to get this plugin up and running, you do need to install ADManager Plus on a separate server than your ServiceDesk Plus, and then you just enable these sort of attributes or actions for this particular plugin, and then you integrate this via integrated via technician per technician level. So every technician, so you go onto your users, jump onto technicians, and then whoever you want to give access over these actions that are creating user in Active Directory, unlocking them, you edit that particular technician. So I've edited this administrator technician, and right at the bottom, if you scroll down, you will see integration. So I can go ahead and regenerate a key. All I need to do is just copy this key from the service desk and paste it in the ADManager Plus server. And that's how easy is the integration. So all you need to do is come to the technician who you want to give access to, unlocking or creating users. You just need to generate a key from the technician itself and pasting it in the ADManager Plus server. I'll show you the ADManager Plus site shortly. Coming back to the integration for ADManager Plus, these are the actions available as of now. Let's go ahead and, so let's say for one technician you only want to give that particular technician creating users in Active Directory, not the other of these. So you can also go ahead and edit this. You can associate granular roles to it. So you can create particular roles. So anybody who has the role of services report can also create users in Active Directory. And you can also associate selected templates, incident or service request templates with this. Or you can, in this case, I selected all templates because I wanted you guys to see these 5-6 actions available within a ticket. However, you can only associate to incidents as well, service requests, or even particular ones. And hit update. So that's how easy it is to integrate this new plugin available, Active Directory Management plugin. Like I said, it's not a whole, you're not integrating the whole software that ADManager Plus is. You are just integrating these few features. So it's like I said, it is a stripped down version for the whole standalone ADManager Plus product. Now I'll go ahead and log into the ADManager Plus console. Don't get overwhelmed by the tabs you see up there. We will only focus on the functionalities that are integrated with ServiceDesk Plus. There we go. So we see there is a integration from here. If I do click, it should take me straight away to ServiceDesk Plus dashboard. This is the ADManager Plus, or in your case, this is the AD Management plugin. I can go ahead and create few templates. So templates is what we covered later. So there are two types of templates available here. I'll zoom in a bit. So these are the two types of templates. So first are the user creation templates, which will be associated to creating users in Active Directory. And then you have the user modification templates. And these templates will be associated with disable, unlock, enable, and delete. So the user creation template, this kind of helps creating new user accounts in Active Directory, while the user modification template assists in modifying existing user accounts. So the user creation template and the user modification template, they help these technicians or admins in saving huge amount of time and efforts, as they do not have to apply the same value to each user object individually. So whenever they are creating, so let's go ahead and create a new template. So whenever they are creating a new user, you can go ahead and select a particular template that you have saved in this ADManager Plus dashboard. So this is exactly what you see, well, not exactly. These are all the attributes that you see while creating a new user in Windows Active Directory. You see the General tab, Account, Contact, Exchange, all of these tabs you do see when you're creating a new user in Windows Server Active Directory. So what you can do with this ability to create user templates, you can customize every single tab. For example, when you're creating a new user, you do not want to add their contact information. So what you can do, if you do not want to fill this is unnecessary information according to your organization, you can pretty much go ahead and delete this tab. Easy as that. And with the help of templates, you can pre-fill the information. When I say pre-fill, you can choose the same, what type of email address do you want? Do you want the same as a logon name? That's how it picked John Smith at softsol.co.nz. I can also go ahead and edit this particular attribute email. I can change the name for it. I can choose the default email format. I can make sure this is a mandatory, so a user cannot be created without an email. And I can also check for duplicates. So for example, in our previous example in ServiceDesk Plus, it was johnsmith@softsol.co.nz. However, if there's already a johnsmith@softsol.co.nz, what this template will allow you to do, it will help you first of all check for duplicates, and if there is already a duplicate, it will automatically assign a number. Or you can also go into advanced settings and specify other type of suffix, length, or anything, any type of number if you want. You can put a 01 or John Smith 2, John Smith 11, any type of this can be edited and added here. So this is sort of a benefit for using these templates. And I can go ahead and show you a few more details. So when creating a user account in Active Directory, when we're actually creating a user account in Active Directory, we're only creating that user in the Active Directory alone. With the help of these templates, you can create a user account in Active Directory. If I take the Office 365, a user will be created in Office 365. If I head over to the Exchange, I can also enable users for Exchange, and a Exchange mailbox will be created simultaneously. A link Skype or a Skype for Business or link server will also be created simultaneously. So all these 3-4 things can be created simultaneously with the help of templates. So a technician does not need to fill information of all of these. They just need to pre-fill a set templates by default. I'll show you a view template. I'll show you one of the templates that I created not too long ago. So a user creation template, I'll go ahead and show you this. So this template I've made is, oops, wrong one. Sorry, just give me a sec. I believe it's create user template 1. So with the help of these templates, I can delete all the rest of the tabs, and I can only focus on the general tab, and this is the only information I need to worry about. Where to save the user, I can choose the containers, I can also create new OUs, I can choose all of that straight from a template. So these templates help admins in standardizing the values and also customizing as per the organizational policies, the way in which all the user objects should be created or modified. So this was sort of the integration side from ADManager Plus. I'll also show you the integration. So when I say that you generate a key from ServiceDesk Plus from within a technician, you come to ADManager Plus. I'll go to server settings. oops, I think, oh, sorry, integration. I'll come to integrations, and I will choose ServiceDesk Plus, and this is where I paste the integration key. So that's how easy it is to integrate ServiceDesk Plus, your ServiceDesk Plus, with this new AD management plugin. And this will really allow your help desk technicians to create, delete, disable, enable, reset password, and unlock users with the help of templates created in ADManager Plus, in all of those things simultaneously. All right, this is it for me, guys. So if you guys have any questions, please put them down in the question section below, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay, we do have one. Just give me a second, guys. There it is. I'll take this out. We have a question: is it possible to do a group management with ServiceDesk Plus? So group management, so do you mean modifying attributes of a particular group, or let's say managing multiple amount of users at the same time? Group. Okay, when creating or modifying users, is it possible to do a group management? Okay, with the help of templates, Mark, what you can do with the help of templates, you can associate where to add the user. So when you're creating a user in ServiceDesk Plus, it will automatically, you can choose the template, and that template will tell you where the user is actually being added to. So you can add the user to a particular group via the template. I will go ahead and demonstrate that. So over here, when you go to, when you're creating a template, you will define a container where the users will be saved. The reason why it's just a bit laggy, guys, because both ServiceDesk and ADManager are running on a same VM. Okay, so when you are creating a template, this is where you select a container. So you choose the particular OU you want to save these users in. So you pre-fill these, if you want to create in software, and you can select a group you want to insert these users in. And when you're creating a user from ServiceDesk Plus, you can go ahead and when you're creating a new user, and you click on the action create new user, which is here. There you go. Create user in Active Directory. I can choose the particular template that I just saved there, and all the attributes that I've assigned to this template will be applied to this particular user that we're adding. So John Smith will be added to a particular container named CRM, yeah, so John Smith will be added to the particular group CRM in this case. I hope that answers your question, Mark. We can always chat after the session as well, and I can do another personalized demo for any of you guys, matter of fact, and walk you through, or even help you set up with this new AD management plugin that you guys can trial with. Okay, I think the group question is not ending. Can you add a user to multiple groups in AD, not OUs? Can you add a user to multiple groups? That might be used for, say, permissions on file shares. Okay, we've got a question from Brian. I think the groups question is not about adding users to an OU. Rather, can you add a user to multiple groups in Active Directory, not OUs? That might be used for, say, permissions on file servers. Okay. If you want to add one user in multiple groups, in this case, Brian, again, this will be a This will be done via templates within ADManager Plus. And also to answer Mark's question, yes, it is not possible to do, you can't, in order to add users, templates are important. So this is sort of the way the plugin comes in. You can choose multiple, you can choose multiple groups within this container if you want to add a user in both administrator and also a different group. So that is possible, and this is only possible via the templates for the particular domain that you have selected. So you can create different templates for different domains. Any other question, guys? Okay, I think there are no more questions. Mark and Brian, I will reach out to you guys after this session as well, just to help you understand better on how this sort of adding users and stuff work in Active Directory. If you guys have any questions, do email me at sales@manageengine.co.nz, and a ticket will be assigned to me automatically, and I'll be happy to help you guys. All right, this is it for me now, guys. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it. If you guys, like I said, any questions, email me. Thank you.